Hello and welcome to the next episode of Let's Play Homeworld Remastered. This is episode 13 and we're getting pretty close to the core worlds and therefore home to Hiigara.
I am Group Captain Elson of the destroyer Capella. The Taidan Empire has become decadent and corrupt over the centuries. The use of the forbidden atmosphere deprivation device in your planet finally triggered the rebellion. Help me get access to the rebellion's communication network. I will show you a way through the defenses surrounding your homeworld. Take me to the ship graveyard at Karos. Hidden in a derelict, there is a relay I can use with your help. The rebellion waits for my sign to move into its next phase.
Hello and welcome to the next episode.
Hyperspace transition
see what this
complete.
has in store for us
We've
this
arrived
time.
at Karos.
Oh boy. Oh
The
boy.
communication relay is here. A fighter or corvette must dock with it to establish the link.
Are we allowed to move the mothership? No, we're not. That could cause us some
Group 1
trouble.
copies. Group 2 reporting. Standing by.
Group 2 reinforced.
Strike group coordinates locked in. Group 2. Destination locked in.
Okay, whoa. Wait. Seriously? Huge metal thing in
Research
space?
Division reports it is now equipped for heavy guns technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
Heavy guns. I'd like to bring in the big guns. Okay, how about, there's a proximity sensor right here. Oh boy. Oh boy.
1.
Oh wait. Whew. Karos Automate.
Insufficient resources. Research paused.
Automata? Somehow I've got the feeling that red things do not look happy. Okay, proximity sensor, sending you ahead. Proximity sensor, let's send you ahead here. There's a enemy
Group 1
proximity sensor right there.
Strike group prepare for assault.
Let's attack it.
Group 2 reporting. Standing by.
Also, we're
Stay on
gonna
top of them.
take
Group
1, 2,
1
3, 4,
reports victory.
5, 6,
The
7,
graveyard
8,
is defended
9,
by
10.
autoguns. They will complicate our attempt to reach the communications array.
Acknowledged. Ready for
And you
assault.
guys will have to defend this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Resource
plus-
collector awaiting instructions. Copy.
Hyperspace signatures have been found
boy.
at these locations, but we detect no new ships.
That's because they're cloaked.
Moving into formation.
And there they are.
Group 1
Junkyard
reporting.
dog.
Strike group to battle position.
What is a junkyard dog?
Group 1 copies.
And why has it so much health? What the?
Insufficient resources. Research paused.
What the hell?
Attention, we have lost contact with one of our capital ships. Its last recorded position is here.
You don't say.
Group 1.
Keep attacking that thing. What happened to my proximity sensor? Move.
We caught him napping. This is a cakewalk.
And move.
Confirmed.
What the hell is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Reporting.
5.
Frigate under attack.
Group 2 reports enemy contact.
Guard order confirmed.
Insufficient resources. Research paused.
Group 1. Group 1 reporting. Strike group.
There's auto guns right here.
Group 2
Is there
reporting.
anything else I can do around here? Like, are there any resources or anything around here? No?
Acknowledged.
No. Well,
Confirmed.
maybe... Are we allowed
Group
to
2 under
pick up
attack.
this junk? No, we're
Group
not.
1 reporting. Group 1 reporting. Strike group attack order confirmed.
That's a hyperspace
Group
gate.
2
Research Division reports it is now equipped for cloak generator technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
I would like to, if I'd have some resources, but
Group 1.
I'm not getting any.
Group 1 has defeated the enemy.
Strike group to battle positions.
Group 2 under attack.
Group 2 copies. En route. On our way. Reporting. Group 1 reporting.
We've located one of the missing ships. It appears that it can be salvaged and reactivated.
Insufficient resources. Research paused.
Hello? There we go. Now I have control again. Okay. Well, then let's salvage it. Let's take 4 just to make sure. And get our support
Group
frigate
1
back.
standing by.
And what happens?
Moving to destination.
Am I? Nope.
Strike
And
group to
there
battle
he's back again.
Group 1 reports victory.
Just
Destination
gonna
locked in.
keep
Course set.
moving and attacking at the same time.
En route.
Maybe my
Insufficient
fleet can
resources.
make it through.
Research paused.
Ready.
Seriously?
Standing
It's taking a heavy cruiser.
by. Group 1 copies. Destination
I
locked
would
in.
like to have a ship like that that is completely impervious to any damage whatsoever. What the actual... No.
Acknowledged. Resources locked in.
Okay. There are actually resources right here. Well,
Group 2 standing by. Underway. Group 1 reporting. Frigate under attack. Moving to intercept.
alright, so this kind of continues on and on and on, and because I want to keep this episode a little more interesting than me trying to chase after my own ships, I thought I'd read a little bit more out of the wonderful art booklet that came with the collector's edition. So, the next chapter that we have is the Mothership Sections and Systems. In such a huge vessel, dedicated to so many tasks, it is necessary to devote entire areas towards fulfilling each part of the ship's mandate. The Fleet Foundry. The Mothership is designed to be a mobile construction yard on par with the original orbital facilities which created the mega vessel in the first place. The automated manufacturing base capable of high-speed productions of vessels from tiny scouts to larger ships that are yet to be designed. Various parallel production bays allow for dozens of larger components to be cast and assembled at the same time, thus radically reducing the time needed to build larger vessels. Ships' components are based on modular technologies, many of the same ones being used across various hull designs, thus saving time and allowing for vaster simultaneous construction. The foundry floor is capable of using multiple construction tracks to simultaneously build a fleet of scouts, assemble a squadron of corvettes, and create enough ordnance for both sets of new ships. A large hangar provides docking sleeves for a huge array of vessels to be serviced, or the same sleeves can simply be used to berth should the mothership need to enter hyperspace with a large fleet of auxiliary ships. None of this would be possible without the immense quantity of raw materials brought in by resource collector vessels. Built around the model of the original cutting ships, which were used to break down the raw material from the initial construction of the scaffold, and the mothership, the resource collectors are designed to reduce and acquire a variety of space materials ranging from solid planetoids to gas nebula. The collectors then return to the mothership and transfer the contents of their hold for processing through a phased disassembler array. While this PDA is smaller and quite a bit more efficient than the orbital array used to supply the scaffold, it works on the identical principle of arraying fusion torches. It will reduce any material to its component elements, while a magnetohydrodynamic shunt field sorts the vaporized elements according to an atomic weight and carries them to the storage shells. The massive honeycomb of storage shells, almost 3 cubic kilometers of storage space, lies just under the surface of 65% of the mothership's hull. This allows for quick access and venting in the event of a jam or a storage cell rupture, as well as providing a final layer of armor. Now, let's continue on with navigation. The mothership has 2 models of travel. The first is based on conventional fusion drive technology. It's basically a series of large fusion reactors designed to vent high-energy plasma through an opening in a shaped magnetic bottle. Maneuvering jets are fed plasma from the main exhaust through a series of conduits, and this allows a portion of the main thrust to be diverted to maneuvering. The mothership's secondary drive is less well understood, but it's the system that makes this voyage possible. Toward the lower aft portion of the ship lies the large shielded area containing the hyperspace module. This is a direct copy of the one found under the sands of Kartoga, but expanded 12-fold to accommodate a vessel of the mothership's size. Even though the effect has been tested extensively through the ships fitted with test modules of various sizes, our control and understanding of the effect is somewhat limited. This is a result in a need for massive energy to induce the wavefront, prohibiting its use on any vessel too small to carry at least 3 industrial fusion plants. There is another drawback to our limited understanding of hyperspace. We can only induce a linear tunnel effect of massive proportions, with relatively crude control of distance. Although it is clear that the original mothership module is astronomically powerful, our scientists have been unable to reactivate more than 6% of its estimated full power, and can only control it at less than 2% of full power. The artificial hyperspace cores we have built for other ships are only a tiny fraction as powerful as the original Car-to-Bar module. The refurbished Car-to-Bar module is projected to have a range of 2,500 light-years for a single wavefront event. In order to trigger the drive, we must charge the module with all the energy required for such a stunning distance. Should we wish to travel a more appropriate and cautious distance, we should crudely halt the wave effect by discharging the module's energy and dropping back into normal spacetime. Currently, the hyperdrive module is programmed for 3 priority interrupts. The achieved target interrupt is based on our own astronavigational technology, which takes a sighting in normal space and will discharge the module once the time versus distance hyperspace algorithms state that we are roughly near our programmed coordinates. The anomaly interrupt occurs when a gravimetric anomaly is detected by ship's sensors, and the vessel is automatically returned to the normal space to either gather resources, or in the case that the disturbance is actually another vessel, investigate further. Finally, the safety interrupt occurs when a ship's control computer senses any irregularities, either the wavefront form of the mothership's hull integrity. All 3 of these interrupts empower the navigation computer to automatically drop the ship into normal space. And now we can already continue on with Fleet Command. As the project neared completion and the full size and complexity of the mothership became clear, system coherence specialists encountered a problem that seemed to defy solution. In even the most basic function simulations, there was so much data to be analyzed, so many responses per second required, but the project bridge crew grew into the hundreds. As new command staff were added to the simulation, the hierarchy became completely unmanageable. It became apparent that in any sort of crisis, the mothership would quickly suffer from communication paralysis. Computational experts tried, but no simulated intellect system that could be trusted 100%. And the whole project was at the verge of collapse when a young neuronics expert stepped forward with a desperate plan. Karen Sajet was working on an experimental biological circuits that would mimic brain functions. When she heard that an information bottleneck was facing the systems of the mothership, she realized her research could be put to another use. Neuronist Sajet suggested using an existing brain, her own, to bridge the gap between living nerve branches and the mothership's data shunts. As Fleet Command, she's capable of handling hundreds of alerts and updates per second, while analyzing what tasks can be handled automatically and which situations needed to be brought to the attention of the crew. Should the ship come under fire, she will instantly analyze systems across the entire length of the ship and monitor all response activities. Fleet Command observes the status of all vessels and update their positions. Research reports are also processed through her central core, along with information on construction projects. Now, Karen suggests solution. The drawback was that her research was still decades away from even basic neuronic interface, and only way to patch someone into a data system of the mothership was to lay a nerve trunk open and attach the shunt directly with a biocircuit interface. In order to serve as a living command core, the mothership, one of our people would have to volunteer to be surgically altered so that most of the nerve trunks serving limbs and senses would be patched into the ship's systems instead. The subject would then have to be embedded permanently in the bridge of the ship. Karen Zajet refused to allow her technology to be used on anyone else. She is now the mind of the mothership and the voice of Fleet Command. And as you can see in the background, I actually have moved up a little bit and destroyed these hyper gates that were used by the junkyard dog to put my ships in different places, and I actually got a carrier pretty close to our designated target, because we have to build an interceptor and then dock with the little remains that there are. However, we still have a little bit of time before that happens, so let's read about fleet intelligence. It is the job of fleet intelligence to analyze incoming data from probes, observation equipment, and sensors. Centered just below the main bridge is a large spheric chamber containing work and comm stations, with data shunts centered around a full holographic projection pit. When the mothership is underway, this pit will be manned permanently by shift teams composed of the best scientists, diplomats, linguists, and tactical officers, all specially selected not only for their knowledge but their adaptability. Fleet intelligence has access to not only the mothership sensor arrays, but to the fleet archives as well. Whether the mothership should encounter in deep space, fleet intelligence will interpret the data and give an accurate analysis as the situation permits, offering tentative conclusions and tactical recommendations. Alright, and if we go back here to the episode, you can see we have now built the interceptor and are going in for docking. Now I built this super awesome fleet, and now I'm not even allowed to use it.
I'm in. Communication link established.
Patching into command node now. The Tidan resistance has been informed of your actions and are preparing the fleets. You have our thanks. The hyperspace coordinates you require have been transferred to your mothership. Farewell.
Hyperspace enabled.
Confirmed.
Alright,
Group 1 copies.
do I really want to leave already? Or do I want to stick around here? But I think you already know the answer.
Frigate
I
under
do
attack.
not want to stick around here, so
Group 1 reporting. Standing by.
as long as... What the...
Group 1 copies. Group 1 reporting. Lock all weapons on target. Copy. Reporting.
This ship here is not allowed to move. But it's still mine. Right?
Standing by.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Group 1 copies.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep attacking stuff, and I'm just gonna have to wait until this
Attention,
cruiser
fleet. We
is
have
mine
two
again,
collectors
and
here.
then we'll
Expect
see
delays.
each other in the next episode. Thank you guys for tuning in.